Hey again, everyone. Welcome to part two of my initial thoughts on Conquest of Azeroth. I think last time we stopped at Stormbringer. So let's talk about the Demon Hunter. So I have a level 5 Demon Hunter right now named Tanjiro. 10 points if you get the reference, Bis name. They seem really fun. They can turn into a demon. They have really good damage. They can tank. It's it's looking really cool for the Demon Hunter so far. I'm excited to see where the class goes. I want to level it to max level, but I think my next class is going to be the Pyromancer. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to do like a 1 to 30 on the Pyromancer, and I'm probably going to stream it. I streamed to YouTube and I streamed Twitch. Unfortunately, this game I don't believe I can stream to Twitch. I'll look into it, but I think I'm safe with YouTube. But yeah, Demon Hunter looks really cool. I'm excited to see where it goes. I like the glaives. I think the class fantasy definitely fits. People are asking if it's similar to the Demon Hunter that's on retail. The abilities that I have so far are completely unique. They do a lot of damage at base level. Like, I'm just one-shotting everything. It has to do with scaling a lot. Every class that I've played so far just one-shots all the early zones, so it's kind of hard to, gauge a class on that. But I'm definitely going to level this to max and definitely try some tanking on it. Barbarian was actually the class that I got the most excited about going into this. It's the first class that I made. I leveled it to, I think, 10. I don't remember. I leveled it to around 10. They have this huge, like, frontal cone ability that does insane damage. I think, like, endgame, like, level 60, super endgame, I think Barbarian are actually going to be top DPS on every meter as far as melee goes. They kind of give I don't want to compare to anything, but I think you could see where I would draw some similarities with this class. But very strong, very good in PvP, very good in instance content, raid content, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're top tier in arena as well. Definitely looking forward to leveling the Barbarian as well. My game plan is to level everything that I can squeeze into my character creation screen to 30. Before the level cap raises. That's my goal at the moment, and I'm definitely gonna keep posting to the YouTube, keep creating content for these classes as I level them, give you a kind of feel, what's going on and my personal thoughts on the class, and you get to see, me leveling up in that whole process. Witch Doctor is really strong. We were doing some dungeons. My buddy was healing on the Witch Doctor. Pretty strong heals. I wouldn't say, at least at this level, I wouldn't say it's stronger than a Sun Cleric. I would definitely say Sun Cleric is a bit stronger as far as healing output, at this level at least, than the Witch Doctor. But the class fantasy is super cool. He was saying it's similar to, like, Diablo vibe, Witch Doctor. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the class abilities too much yet. They just they look really strong. They have debuffs, healing, wards. They excel in solo play according to this little tooltip and can sustain themselves almost indefinitely. Their wards are really cool. So he was dropping, like, totems. You could drop 3 of them at the same time, and they were actually pumping pretty hard. So it seems like it's like it's not going to be the best healer, but they have a lot of utility. They have a lot of stuff that they can bring to the table. Again, that's initial thoughts. I'm not sure where these classes are going to end up at max level, But Witch Doctor's definitely in a good spot if you want to snag a healer that that's definitely interesting to play, has a lot of utility, definitely not weak by any means. And of course, the class fantasy is cool. Who doesn't want to play a Witch Doctor? That's super cool. Witch Hunter. This is another class I got to like level 2. I didn't like that they didn't have an auto shot. Felt kind of wonky. Didn't really feel right. What's really cool is they can dual wield crossbows. That's insane. Apparently they patched in recently, giving Witch Doctors auto shot. So I'll probably go back in and check this class out again, because like I said, that was the only drawback. You know, for the same reason, if they remove maybe the reload mechanic on the Tinker, I would check it out. But, you know, I'm not pushing for that by any means. There's a lot of people that really like the Tinker in its current spot. So we'll see where that goes. But definitely going to check out the Witch Hunter again. They seem like they'd be pretty good ranged physical DPS. The class fantasy is obviously really cool. Yeah, excited to see where that one goes. Knight of Zoroth, Cox for short. This class is similar to Death Knights. A lot of sustain, a lot of mitigation. They have this huge like conal flame breath that they shoot like fire out of their mouths, and they do a lot of damage for being able to tank. If I wasn't on the Guardian, if I didn't like the Guardian as much as I'm liking it, I would probably be on Knight of Zoroth. They look really, really strong. Every group that I've been in with them, they just pomp, and they can hold their own as far as tanking goes. The class fantasy is obviously really, really cool. Like I said, similar to a Death Knight, but not really. So it says, Flesh Wardens are warriors imbued with demonic spirits torn from the most fiery layers of hell. That's cool. So yeah, definitely excited to see where Knight of Zoroth goes. I think they're probably, I don't know if they're going to be just as good as Guardian. I really think Guardian's going to be the best tank as far as progression goes, you know, for mythic content, kind of like Prot Warrior is. We'll see where that goes, but Knight of Zoroth's definitely in a good spot at the moment, and I think they're going to be really strong late game. They might even be better than the Guardian, just for how much healing they can do. That, you know, outscales the mitigation that the Guardian can do. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But like I said, this is runner up for me. If anything happens with Guardian, then I'm definitely re-rolling Knight of Zoroth. Side note, I did talk to my buddy that was playing the Cultist. Confirmed they can tank. They are a tank class. It doesn't say on their role, it says role support, but they can tank. They have tanking abilities. They have threat gen. I believe he said that they have a taunt as well. So if you're looking to tank and you're not a fan of everything else that, you know, we've gone through so far, I would check out Cultist. I would definitely check out Cultist. Monk are... So here's the thing with Monk. So I haven't seen too many. They pump in PvP. Every time I've ever seen a Monk in PvP, even on the Guardian, I just get rolled. I just get absolutely rolled. Their damage output is insane. You know, the class fantasy is pretty cool. You know, you're just using your hands. I believe you can use, you know, also specific, you know, monk weapons that they deem, you know, available to them. But primarily, I believe you're just going to be unarmed. So it says they use runes and mana as resources. That's pretty cool. So I would assume the runes would be similar to, you know, like a Death Knight, something like that. Builder spender kind of vibe. They can heal a little bit. They have a little bit of everything. They're definitely a decent hybrid class. I would look into them. I think they're very, very strong. The instance groups that I've been in with them have been pretty low level. Our monk was, I think, 14 when we were doing RFC. The damage was okay. Wasn't top DPS. Healing was okay. It wasn't top healing. But like I said, in PvP, very strong. I could see them being very strong in arena as well. And the Ranger is an interesting one to end on because I haven't seen it in game. I haven't seen anyone playing the Ranger. I haven't played the Ranger. None of my friends are playing the Ranger. I don't know why. I think everyone that's coming from retail or classic that wants that sort of hunter fantasy, they're probably going witch doctor because I haven't seen a ranger. I don't know why. They seem really, really cool. Like if we read through this, there are many kinds of rangers, but many of them are either cutthroats or hunters, excelling in both melee and ranged weapon combat. A ranger is versatile damage dealer. When killing beasts, rangers collect hide, which can be used to craft temporary class-specific buffs. Beyond that, the ranger is a simple, basic, and easy-to-play class that is a great fit for the archer or rogue fantasy. Every MMO that I've played, I've seen a lot of people really gravitate towards that ranger hunter class. So I'm very surprised to not really be seeing a lot of this. The first class that I ever rolled all the way back in vanilla was a night elf hunter. Then I hard swap horde. Now I'm a druid. Nothing against the alliance. I still have I feel like a 27 pally on classic right now that I kind of want to level up. They look really cool. Haven't really had time to do that though, but I did dead mines on the pally and that was really fun. I'm a druid tank in classic right now, so I'm really jealous of the AoE tanking ability, but I digress. The ranger's probably something I'm going to check out. I think it's being slept on. I think it's really strong. I would assume, at least. The scaling typically on rangers is pretty good. I don't know if it's going to outweigh the witch doctor. I think they're pretty different classes. This one looks like more of a support maybe. I don't know if they can use their hide that they collect on specific buffs for their teammates or if it's just for the ranger themselves. We have to see where that goes. I'll try that out just for the channel because I think rangers are being slept on. But that's it. That finishes up my initial thoughts. Obviously, I'll come back in maybe a month or two and give my rundown again, when the classes are a little bit more fleshed out and a couple changes have been made and more people start playing the game, so I can start seeing a lot more of these classes in the open world, in PvP. Obviously, arenas aren't out yet, but yeah, I'm really excited to see where this game goes. And like I said, I think the team behind it are just doing a fantastic job. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching part 2. I'm probably going to be uploading something a little bit later in the week, leveling the Pyromancer next. So we'll have fun with that. We'll see where that one goes. I'm going to live stream that on YouTube. I don't have a date set up yet, so please subscribe to the channel to catch me live leveling the Pyromancer. But thanks again, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to keep up to date with my future videos. Peace.